everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. This is the day three session of our understanding how to deal with the healing agent or how to use the healing agent that is available in UiPath as a new features. Now, we in our previous session we have talked about the uh, healing, the main the theoretical aspect of it, such as what is healing agent, what how it is beneficial for us, how it works in attended and unattended mode, and also we have seen practical scenarios where how healing agent works on different options that you choose, whether it is from orchestrator or it is from your studio itself, right? Now, I did promise in our last session that I'm going to talk about the another features or another properties that is uh, available for healing agent, which is the execution, verification, verify execution. Okay. So as you can see, I am in studio right now. So we're gonna build up a bot that basically performs this verify execution. Now, before we jump into it, I would like to request that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that. It's gonna help me and it's gonna help those as well who are looking for these kind of content. So the agenda of this entire sessions, or even say the channel, is to help out those who actually looking for these kind of use cases or understanding new features that is available in software tools. Okay. So now, without any ado, we can get started. Uh, right. So let me open the Chrome. So this is the application that I have built, a web application. This is for now it is locally hosted. So basically what it does, if I refresh it, you can see that it shows you a welcome demo site. And then when you click on start, you're gonna have to enter, say, UiPath, the healing agent, right? And then when you click on submit, it will say that you have entered a record successfully. So this is a very simple, basic HTML application that I have built, web application. So for now, let us go and build a bot. Okay. It won't take much of a time. It's just take a use application, indicate the screen. I won't fix all the selectors or basically customize the selector. I'm going to use whatever it is giving me right now, because this is just to demo purpose on how to use the concept of verify execution, right? I'm going to quickly check, uh, select the settings of healing agent mode as inherit job settings. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, as soon as I click on start button, I should be able to get the prompt of, let me go back to the screen. As soon as I click it, this is what we need to get. So here you see indicate verification target on screen. So now let me talk about bit of a theory. Okay. So why this verification came into picture, or verification, why the need of use it, right? So for example, we always deal with UI automations a lot. Now, when you deal with UI automation, there can be some pop-up that appears. It can be, say, some notifications or an alerting system, anything, or even say the page is taking a bit of a time to load, right? While you develop it, it was perfectly fine, but uh, as days goes, it may be taking some time to load, so and so forth. On these many reasons, that the next selectors or the selector that your bot is currently running may fail. Now, this is where the verification execute or verify execution comes into picture. Having this verify execution set, what it's going to do is that you would be able to make sure that your activity performs perfectly fine. Now, I'll go back to the theory that is present. This is only for a type into, but it is applicable for four activity. One is click, type into, hotkey, and forward. These are the four activity that it uses verify execution option. Okay. Now I'm gonna just show a couple of them itself. It's similar for other activities as well, as this is entirely based on explaining the usage of these features. Okay. Now, if I just scroll down somewhere, um, just a second. Yeah. So verify execution. At, at runtime, verifies if the action performed by the activity was correct. This is done either by verifying if the text specified in the expected text property is found in the indicated UI element after the activity is executed, or by indicating an element that should appear or disappear after the action is performed, which is monitored and verified after the activity is executed. This feature enabled from your project setting. I'll explain that, or from the body of the activity by selecting add auto verification from the context menu. What it basically says is that uh, you have done what I have done right now, clicked on start button, right? Now, if I mention that as soon as I click on start button, this is the next activity that it's gonna perform, obviously, right? I'm gonna type over here. So what I'm gonna see by selecting this field, what I'm saying is that as soon as you click on this, this is appearing. So that means whatever you have done is correct. Is what I'm trying to explain in a I mean in a natural language with to you. You can use as well, reuse, don't use or anything. It's fine. Now by doing this way, what is going to happen that it verifies whatever that you have clicked is correct or not. If those screen that appeared or disappeared happen perfectly fine without any issues, then yeah, so you are done with it. Okay. Now you can here, if you scroll, if you see here under verification, you can also rename display name. Say for example, I need to say that uh, input, say input field submit or something like this is there. So um, field entry. Field entry is my display name. So see, the field name has been updated. So basically, it's similar to how you provide a naming convention to your activities. Okay. Now, here you see something called retry option. Now, I'll before this, I'll over here. When selected, the action is retried for the duration of the activity timeout if expected outcome is not achieved. So basically, this is either it takes only true or false. If you have kept this as true, it means that it will retry the number of time exact. Oh, let me just remove this. Retries the duration of the activity timeout if effective expected outcome was not achieved is set. Okay. So if you set it true, it will perform a retry. Otherwise, it won't perform a retry. Okay. So this is the verification. Uh, the only this is these are the two information that we need to set for verification in the properties panel. Okay, of the uh activity. Now, one more thing that we need to do, that is verify element. Okay. Now you see here appear, disappear, text changed, visually changed, right? So it now here as soon as you click on it, it is appeared, right? So I will keep it as appeared itself. You can also disappear in the sense something uh, got as soon as you click on that button. Uh, it gets disappeared, or maybe some element got disappeared, so you can mention that. Now text changed, so when you click on start button, if any text in the screen got changed, you can also highlight that whatever the thing that you have highlighted, if that is getting changed, you can mention that too. Or visually changed, you can also have it as a visual change. So these are the verification elements that you can select out of it. Okay, I'll keep it as this, which is verify element appeared. Okay. Now I will keep the healing agent as is, basically same as the app or browser. Remember, in my previous session, which is first session, I explained, right, why you need to have a on a best practices, you must make sure that use the healing agent property from your top level window itself. Why? Because in future, when you go through maintenance aspect of it, you will avoid it, because basically say you end up having multiple activities that requires some of them that requires the healing agent, but some of them doesn't. You don't want to provide the healing agent at all. So uh, making changes at that particular time would be easy when you have a top level window compared to individual activities. Okay, so that way you reduces the amount of time that you spend on reworking your logics. Now this is all about the property settings I talked about. Now I did mention something called in the while I was reading this, I did mention about, I'll talk about what is this project setting, right? Let me click on project settings. Now this is my project setting. Now if you see here in your right left side that there is something called UI automation modern. Okay, click on it. Now scroll all the way to the down, and here execution, verify execution. In this, you could see that timeout second. So run value is 30 seconds. I have given by default it is 10 seconds. I have given it as 30. Okay, I have increased it. And also you can also all these retry, true or false, all these checks you can uh, have your project settings uh, for your verification. Okay, all these checks can be done at the project level setting, was I was referring. Now, we have done with this. We have clicked on the start button. Now we have to perform a type into. Remember, type into also provides you the verification. Now, for type into, it's not an UI element as a verification, but it's a text as a verification. Okay. Now, I'll just save it. Now you see here, the reuse is what I said. Now verify that text is empty. Now instead of that, I'll mention that you UiPath healing agent. Okay. Now observe, as soon as I click on outside of this screen, this gets changed. See, it will automatically understands its own that it's supposed to verify it by the name that or value that you have provided. So if I go to the verification part of it, see, display you can again change as per you want, expected text. So here you can mention your expected text as well. And just a second, let me scroll down all the way. Retry, make it as true. Expect text is nothing but same. So we will give same value. Or even if I say UI path, let's see what is going to happen. This has been changed. Do you have you seen that? So just I'm gonna print the same thing. UI path healing agent is my expected text. Now I'm done with this. Next thing is what? I need to click on submit button. So again click, and then I'm gonna scroll down a bit and highlight the screen to submit button, and done. So we are done, right? So next, get text. Okay, now verify it. Here we need to, okay, I need to fill something. Now this is my verification. So success message, right? So see, this is whatever we have submitted, right? That it came over here as a label, success message, UI element. Now I'm going to capture this again and text str. Now I'm gonna just type it or right line it. Right. So now you could see we are done with the automation. We can just run this screen. Close this tab. Let us trigger and see what's going to happen. For now, we'll have a end-to-end success run. Oh, it ran without any issue, right? It didn't throw any error or anything. Now, you have seen a happy scenario, right? So one thing I think I missed to showcase earlier, before we get go into understand the negative scenario, you have to enter the timeout activity. Why, So this is a timeout is nothing but it's in a double. So make sure you enter this. Okay. Why? I'll tell you. By default, the activity has a 30 seconds of timeout, right? So now what is going to happen? You set this retry as true. So every 10 seconds within that 30 seconds of time span, every 10 seconds, it's going to retry again. So that means you have how many? Three times of retry that's going to happen. Basically 30 divided by 10. So three times. Now say you increased your timeout of this here. This is a top entire activities timeout I'm talking about. So if you increase it to 60 minutes, then sorry, 60 seconds, this is in a millisecond. Basically this is a seconds. Okay. So if you increase it to 60 seconds, what's going to happen? Uh, Here you mentioned it as 10, that means six times it will retry every 10 seconds. Okay. So that's what it is doing. So this is a must. If you don't provide this, it won't retry at all. Okay. Irrespective of whether you have given retry or not, it won't retry. Basically, in the sense, what's going to happen? Only one time it will do. In the entire run, only one time it will. That is basically the 30 seconds. It will wait for 30 seconds. Okay. So now make sure you provide this number. Okay, I missed, I guess, earlier to explain that. Now let me run for the negative case, how it will look like. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just type back spaces. So I removed couple of characters. See what's gonna happen. Closely observe now. It didn't click submit button. See, it typed again. Now if I do again, let me rerun this again and perform a backspace again. I'll perform continuously. Okay. When it types again, I'll perform a backspace again. Now, one more time. Hmm. Now it will throw an error saying that verification has failed. See, I told you. So this will end up failing. So basically, you have to make sure that you provide this number, and as soon as it process the activities actual timeout, then it will say that verification failed also. Okay. So this is how you use your verification activity. Just to for the theoretical aspect of it, let's see hover. Okay, basically what can all options that we get as a verification. So that I'm gonna quickly check. Okay, I'm just gonna select on. Okay, let me. I have to open that screen again. So let me open it here. Probably here. Local. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if I click on welcome to demo. Okay, so that's my forward. Now I'm gonna need to see what's forward. That's okay. Hover for what? Say 5 seconds. Uh, Indicate verification. Let's say start. Okay. Now let's reuse. Let's scroll down and see what and all options we get. So verify again. It's same as our click activity. Okay. And then anything else? Same thing, same as we got it in our, what do we say? The click activity. See, also you see here, if you could see, it also has its own selectors, right? So it has your strict selector available, fuzzy lookups. Obviously, it's gonna have because you already performed the click, right? You selected the screens. You can also timeout, it should be there. Yeah, here you should provide a timeout. Again, similar to activities like type into, you should provide the timeout because again, every activity has 30 seconds of timeout by default. Now, providing these timeouts will help you to perform a retry act or retry mechanism. Basically, verifying activity, it gets retried. The same activity gets retried that much number of time basically, which means like for example 30 seconds divided by 10 is equal to 3, so 3 times it's going to retry the hover activity, click activity, type into, even send hotkey. Let's see send hotkey, what and all properties we have. uh no, don't go for classic, you won't see these options available in classic at all. So use which is available in modern. So let's do add manually control C, commonly known activity. Verification. Verification, I'm going to give this one itself. So basically, it's also same as over and click, if I'm not wrong. You should be able to see the same things available over here. Yep. See, if you see, same thing is available over here also. Make sure you provide the timeout. So every time, whenever you use verification, always remember to provide the timeout. Okay. So I think that covers the topic that I wanted to talk about today, which is the verify execution. It was I think if I'm not wrong, it launched way earlier. But why I consider this comes under it. Okay, so that covers our top discussion on the healing agents. Now, quick thing. Uh, okay. Now that covers the today's topic on verify executions. So why I did consider this under healing agent? It's not to be see okay. So that covers today's topic, which is basically the usage of verify execution in the activities. Now, uh, quick important update. So that covers my today's discussion on today's okay, so that covers today's topic, which is execution, verify execution. Okay, so one thing you need to remember that healing agent is different, verify execution is different. Okay, completely different. I do not see anywhere in the documentation that verify execution consumes the AI units, because, sorry, not AI units, agent units, because these are retried again on the value that we have fed to it. Remember that, okay? Just remember that point. But I'm not sure. I may bring this up in the forum as well in coming days that our normal selector already failed. Now verify execution, it tries to review it. Okay, so that covers today's topic, which is verify execution. Now remember one point, that a verify execution is completely different than the healing agent. Verify execution doesn't acquire any agentic units. Okay, just remember this. But I did consider this under our topic of discussion, healing agent. Why? Because it does similar concept, right? Though it doesn't provide us the uh, updated selectors and everything, the concept is somewhat similar to healing agent. Like it trying to retry again, that same activity is trying to reprocess again whenever it fails. So same concept is there for healing agent, just that the healing agent, what it does is that it will think and apply its own proper selectors to it. Okay, so that is the difference, key difference between healing agent and the execution, sorry, verify execution. So I just added this as so that we all are able to understand all these concepts which related to healing agent. Okay, I could say that related to healing agent rather than it's a part of healing agent. Okay, now that's it for today. And in next session, we're gonna talk about one more. As you can see in the screen, semantic selector. What is the selector? How to use this? We'll talk about it. Again, I'll use this under healing agent topic itself. Just, I mean, in the playlist, if you go to my channel in the playlist, you would see that all these comes under healing agent itself. But remember, they are separate. They are not related to one another. Just the core concept, maybe a bit here and there are similar. They doesn't use any agentic units. With that being said, that's it for today. I hope to see you soon. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy.